Hey everyone, welcome to Buzzing About Romance. I am Becky, and joining me for this episode is Amanda. Hi, Amanda.
Hi, Becky.
And Jenny. Hi, Jenny.
Hey, Becky.
And Leah. Hello, Leah.
Hello, Becky.
And Heather is joining us. Hi, Heather.
Hello.
How was everyone's weekend? Did everyone have a nice weekend?
It was hot.
It was hot.
Oh my God, Leah, are you going to whine about the weather?
No, I'm just saying it was hot.
But she's wearing a sweatshirt now.
Right.
I'm in the basement where it's a tundra.
But
It is still
you
currently
also
hot.
complain when it's too cold outside. So
I do. As my kids say, I'm a giant weenie and I will always complain about the weather.
She does. She does complain about the weather a lot.
I don't complain about a lot of things. The weather is it, really. Shut up, Becky.
I'm sorry, have you been on a phone conversation with yourself? Because...
You don't get to speak at that.
Oh, okay. I have nothing to say.
The rest of us could probably fill in.
I have nothing to say about Leah's complaining. Nothing at all.
I like to complain, people.
Heather, yesterday you
Yes.
went to a giant adult book fair at the
Uh-huh.
fairgrounds in Minnesota.
yes, it was so amazing. They brewery had tried to do it this winter, I think, right? Yeah. And they could not, it was too big. Like people were wrapped around like 6 city blocks. And so they moved it to the state fairgrounds, which is huge. And they had 8,000 people there.
That's
That's a lot of people.
insane.
Mm-hmm.
I don't
A
think I
lot
would
of
like
people.
that.
Like there are authors that sold out of books like within the first hour. Like most
for them.
booksellers sold out. Like it was so great. It just feels really good to be amongst people who are readers,
Yeah.
like it was just really fun and a lot of eclectic people. It was very fun.
I was recently talking with someone about how reading feels really popular now and really mainstream.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
And I know some of it is to the credit of TikTok. But I will have moments, and this last week there was drama afoot this last week in the book world.
Yeah, I swear every day it was like
It was
the world
something.
was blowing up.
Mm-hmm.
And so there are moments where I think I really wish it would be uncool to be a reader again. Like, can we go back to where people like threw stuff at us and ignored us because we had our nose in a book?
The weird nerds.
I think there's so much negativity right now in the world, right?
Yeah.
Right.
And being on your phone or social media, it just drains you. And so you are able to take a step back from that, pick up a book,
Yeah.
and read. And I would say like a lot of people that I know that read, like not in like the book world, so to speak, they just actually read paperbacks. You know what I mean?
Well, sales are coming out from 2024. Paperback sales were up for the first time in 10 years in 2024. And it didn't just go up slightly, it went up significantly. At 17% more paperbacks were sold in 2024 than had the previous year.
That doesn't surprise me, to be
Me neither.
honest, with like the special edition boom and things like that.
Well, and I was talking to an author, and they were like, "Well, what do you think about sprayed edges?" And I'm like, "These
I'm a whore for
publishers."
them.
Well, I am a whore for them. I love them all. I will buy them, even if I have no interest in ever reading the book. If the edge is pretty, I'm buying it. But when I was talking to them, I said, TradPub kind of has to do this because the majority of what, at least in romance, the majority of what they're publishing has already been out. It's indie books that are already published. So you have to justify to a reader, why are you picking this book up? And if the cover doesn't drastically change, like I look at the Savar Miller books, those covers didn't change
No.
for her Muses and Melody series. It just didn't change. And so I didn't need to rebuy those paperbacks.
Well, and like for A.L. Jackson, the one series, like the cover didn't change, but they sprayed the edges and stenciled them. So it's like people are buying the second round because of that.
Yeah.
But I mean, like, I didn't buy them because I'm like, I can't justify buying the same cover twice.
Well, and if
I also don't think that's normal people.
No, it's not. It's not.
Most
But I'm
people
just
that buy
saying.
paperbacks are buying them to read.
Well,
But
this
I
is-
think like my target, right?
I'd say like 50-50.
My target, both like the stores I go to most frequently, the books are right when you walk in the door. And they last week had a sale where you buy 2 paperbacks and you get 1 free.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and I, being a teacher, I will say, like, I see more and more students walking around with paperbacks that aren't necessarily in the library. Because, like, our school libraries, if there's a popular book, like, they might get 5 copies. Well, the kids are clamoring for them, you
Your
know?
school, like your library still has books because our school libraries, like, they barely have any books anymore. It's
Well,
ridiculous.
when
It
you
drives me
live,
insane.
Minnesota's amazing, you guys. You're like, I don't know. I should just like tell everyone to move here. Our
Too cold
libraries
for
are
me.
great. Like,
Yeah.
and our public school. I mean, yeah.
And Susie says in the YouTube chat, secondhand books are her jam. I love a secondhand book. I mean,
Yeah.
I just said to Michael, I was like, I don't know what we're going to do next weekend. We have a couple things we need to do. But then I was like, we could just go to Dayton to the book warehouse. You know, because before I take too long of a book trip, I have to get new tires, which is stupidly grown up.
Adulting is the worst.
Adulting is the worst. So, but buying books and what we're reading. Oh, I was going to say, I read something interesting this week. It was a commentary on people feeling like they were in a book slump. And it got me thinking, I know why I'm in a book slump. Because I'm constantly on my phone looking to see what's the next problem, what's happening. I'm reading news stories or going down rabbit holes. And honestly, I think that that's making me grouchy about books. So I just need to take the social media off the phone and read the books.
See, I'm not in a slump because I get all my book news from you.
Well, you're welcome. You're
Except we won't anymore because you need to get off your phone. And
This is true.
I do.
How am I going to find things out now, Beck?
I'm sorry. Listen, Claudia just dropped a 95,000 word book in my email. There will be no book news this week, guys. Becky will be busy.
That's what Jen Ellen's for.
Right. Jen Ellen,
This is
she'll share
true.
all
She
the
does keep
things
us
in
up
Discord.
to
She
date as
does.
well. But then I have to look at the Discord, and we all know I'm bad at that.
nobody is worse at Discord than this girl.
That's true.
Like, you guys will
pop in,
talk
like,
about something in the
once a
chat, and I'm
month.
like, I think there's something happening in Discord, but I don't even know where the heck to look. I'm like, you know what? I need the quick and dirty. What's happening?
Heather rolls into Discord like once a month. It's like, I missed some stuff.
There's always good stuff happening in our Discord, though. It's great. I love our community. Okay, so today we are doing something a little different. We don't typically do these on Sunday episodes, but it actually takes us back to our roots of Drinks with the Bees and what we started doing. So for this episode, we're going to do a book club style sip and discuss episode, but on Sunday. Amanda and I were kind of at a loss. We didn't know what we should talk about on this episode. We had ideas, but then, you know, the world is a hellscape. So we thought, okay, let's dive into a book. And this is a series, Amanda, that you were waiting to read. Like, you like this author, like this series. So
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't necessarily waiting. It was just finding the time and where my TBR was taking me and arcs and whatever else that I had going on. And I just hadn't gotten there yet. So it was just it was a good way to force me to read it.
yeah. So for this episode, we're diving into Beautiful Exile by Catherine Cowles. This is book 4 in the Sparrow Falls series. Book 5 is dropping on July 22nd, and we thought this was the perfect time to visit this small town. We know it's going to be full of danger, secrets, and romance. So grab your coffee, grab your wine, or whatever you're sipping on, and let's get in all the swoon secrets and second chances and whatever else this book has to give us. Who wants to tell us all the things?
I
I can do it.
can.
You got
Oh,
it open?
I
Okay.
do. I really do.
Go for it, Leah.
Okay, so this is Beautiful Exile by Catherine Cowles. It is Sparrow Falls, Book 4. It was released on March 18th, 2025. The tropes are age gap, brother's best friend, close proximity, danger, deception, and he is a billionaire. It is told in dual first person, and it is an ongoing and interconnected standalone. The put out percentage was 59%. The audio narrators are Sebastian York and Samantha Brentmore, and it is available on Whisper Sync. And you can get the ebook on KU, and it's in print and audio.
Yeah. And of course, this is a series that Catherine has sold her distribution rights to Source Books. So when it initially released, it had special sprayed edges and foiled front bees. Or no, this one didn't have bees. This one had something else foiled on
last
the
one
It's
had
front.
all
the
like
bees.
watercolor. It's really
Yeah.
pretty. Like,
It's very pretty.
Yeah, I like these colors. Hank did a really nice job on them.
I will say, so the audiobook is produced by a production company that I'm breaking up with.
Oh,
Oh.
was there a lot of issues in this one
It
too?
wasn't as bad as the previous one, but there absolutely was issues where like volume would change and you could hear where like they had spliced in stuff. It was done in dual styling, and so it was his chapter, her chapter. So it would have just been corrections and stuff like that. And I'm starting to get a little frustrated with the audio coming out of this production company because I'm spending
This
money,
is like
right?
the 14th or 15th book in a row that
Yeah.
it's been bad.
Well, I can't say that because I did listen to Penn and there weren't any issues in Penn.
Mm.
So,
yeah, Pens was really good.
yeah, and the audio
Well,
was
but then I
exceptional.
have a question about that is, so I have done audio like edits for authors where you listen to it and you note where there are problems. Like I question whether or not authors are doing that.
Well, or depending on who the producer on the book is, could also somebody that's, really in tune with the production. It's just frustrating. And I don't know why I'm making note of it. It sounds a little like
Because
sour
it's
grapes,
frustrating when you're listening.
yeah. Well, because I'm spending money on this. I'm not using Audible credits. It's $7.49 or $7.99 to buy it after you've downloaded the ebook from KU, and you can't return it because you bought it with money. You can only return if you bought with credit, and so it was really frustrating. And they're Audible exclusive, so I couldn't get it from the library, and so again, a little frustrating. Okay, so let's talk about Beautiful Exile. We have our hero, Link. Who has thoughts on Link as a character?
I didn't initially love him, but as the book kind of progressed, I really enjoyed him. Like, I think he was very intuitive.
Yeah.
Is the word.
I think that's a good word to describe him.
He is the soul of a helper. Like, he is definitely someone that's putting a hand down to lift up. He's not steamrolling over people. And I thought that was well shown. And, he's trying to prove that he's different than his father and his upbringing. And I think that the way that he is written, it did a really good job to show, one, that he's a good billionaire, not a bad billionaire. And he does have plans to, to be better than where he came from. Jenny, what were your thoughts on Link?
I thought he was respectful. Like, I mean, he could have it was interesting the way like their relationship grew because he knew who she was without knowing who she was. But I like that he was respectful of her being able to take care of herself.
Yeah. Amanda, what were your thoughts on Link?
I liked Link. I liked him in the previous book. You see more of him in Cope's book, which is book 3. I liked the way he worked with Arden. Like he was, it was kind of like that opposite situation, but not being like a complete like opposites attract. But I feel like he was a good like pairing for her personality.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Leah, did you have any big thoughts on Link?
No, I agree. Like I liked him. I like the fact that like he understood her skittishness about a lot of things, like especially like when she did open up and tell him like her past and her PTSD issues and things like that. And I think that was the big thing. Like he had a molecular understanding of her and her feelings that even she didn't recognize for a lot of stuff. And I think that that was I really enjoyed the way that he was written because of that. And that's the thing, like
Mhm.
when they first meet, I mean, not the first meeting, when when they're talking about her artwork and he like comments about how like he's going to pay for it and she like gets very frustrated with him about that. Like they're later in the book, he like makes a comment about how like is he really that different than his dad because he like was using his money as something, but you don't see the similarities there because he is making a conscious effort not to be how his dad is. And so like but the even the fact that like that doubt was there, it just showed that he was a much more aware person.
Yeah. There was a lot of self awareness. I think he had
Hmm.
done some work to be better
Yeah,
than his father.
I agree.
Mhm.
Um, Now, let's talk about Arden. One of the things that I do want to kind of talk about a little bit before we get too deep into Arden and her personality was this series is very different than other Catherine Cowles series.
Hmm.
Usually, the first 4 to 5 books in her series, and her books are anywhere from 5 to 6 books. I
Yes.
think the Beautiful series is a little longer. I think that's 7,
I think
6 or 7.
so.
But typically, it's always a family, right? Like it's siblings.
And then like one outlier
Right.
sometimes.
And this series is all found family. The only ones that are blood related are Cope.
No, Beautiful series is only 5 books.
It's only 5 books, but it feels like
Hmm.
it's 8 books. Um, so in this book, in this series, Cope and Fallon are the only 2 that are blood related.
Hmm.
Everybody else are foster cares. Did you and foster siblings? What were your thoughts on Catherine taking this turn? Did you like it? Did you, because you got family camaraderie, but they're all very different people.
I love it. I love found family. This didn't feel like found family, but I feel like the way that this is the only book in the series I've read. So
Same.
to be fair, it didn't feel like awkward at all in this book at all.
Yeah.
I think
I think it gives a very deliberate position on like when people do adopt or foster that they're choosing that family. Like they don't view those kids as not their kids. It's like giving the very positive side of fostering and adopting. And so like they chose these like the kids maybe they didn't choose the kids to come live with them, but they chose to keep them there.
Yeah.
Like they wanted them. And so like you don't get that. It still feels family because they didn't treat the biologicals different than the non-biologicals.
Right. Right. So, Amanda, what are your thoughts on Arden? How do you feel about her as a character, her journey as a character?
I like Arden, and I think part of it is like she is an alpha hole in female form,
She
like
is.
for
Yes.
me. And
Yes. That's
like,
probably why I like her too.
yes. So like looking at every reason I like an alpha hole like male main character is the same reason I like her.
Yeah.
Like she doesn't really take any crap. She's just kind of, she's out there with her feelings and or not her feelings, but just like how she deals with people. She's very
Hmm.
she's very brusque, but I think that her background and the things she's been through I think all of it worked for me. So I mean, I'm probably in the minority here, but I liked her a lot.
No,
No,
I think Leah really liked her too.
no, I did too. And like Heather, this is the only book I've read in this series, so I don't know what she's like in the previous books, but that's actually totally, you're right. She is like the female alpha hole
Yeah.
because she's very almost standoffish with
Yep.
other
Mhm.
people, not the people that, I mean, even the people she cares
I
about.
was going to say,
but, like,
even the people she claims as her family,
Like,
she puts the phone to silent. She
mhm.
dismisses them. She walks away when she's had enough. Like,
But they have an understanding of her that other people don't. So like, yes, she does that, but it doesn't always bug them. But yeah, I think that's why I really enjoyed her because she really doesn't care.
yeah.
She's
But why
protecting
can we
herself.
handle that? But if a male main character is like that, we like that about him. But if a
Oh,
female is, we
I
don't
like
like
them
that.
both.
Yes.
I like it.
I thought about that while reading it.
Yeah. So I did not like her, but I didn't like her because I was upset that she never felt emotionally vulnerable. And I felt like some of the things that she does are toxic to a detriment of herself. And I felt like she would every time, like the way she acts, like it would just douse the chemistry and it would take me right out of the book. Like it didn't, it just didn't feel it didn't feel like a natural Catherine Cowles character.
Mm-hmm.
Typically the females she has strong ones that are fighters, but they're not, she was bitchy.
Well,
And
Shiloh is that way though in Fractured Sky. She reminds
Yeah.
me a lot of Shiloh.
She does.
And
But
I
see-
love that book.
I guess the way that Shiloh's written and the way she engages at least with animals, like you saw
Yeah.
small glimpses of kindness with her and the dog, but
Oh, but
even
the
the way she
horses
talks
too,
to the
though.
other, but even the way she talks like the other artists, like everything felt like a chore to her. Like
Yeah,
I
but
felt
I mean,
like it.
I think she's also that it felt like, it felt relatable to me because I feel like she was punishing herself and she
Mhm.
was also scared of losing people, but I get I felt like she was more emotionally vulnerable, especially when she's with the kids at the art program.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think
There just wasn't
it
enough
just
of
made
that.
sense.
There
Yeah,
just wasn't
I get
enough
it.
of those for me to connect to her.
Yeah.
And I'm not rooting for her to go down, and it's not like I'm like,
No, yeah.
die, I hope you get killed by your stalker in the mob or whatever. It wasn't like that. It was just that I really struggled with this book. And again, it has confirmed for me, I cannot read Catherine Cowles back to back.
Yeah.
Because I hated the previous book, and I know going into this book, I did read a novella in between. I read C.D. Reese. She wrote a book called Screw. It's about a screwdriver. Anyway, it's a whole nother thing. It's a whole,
okay.
You have to tell me more
whole other
later.
thing.
Nope, we're not. Nope.
I need to know more about that.
And
But
it's one of the
anyway.
object romances, like what Vera writes. Anyway, it's a screwdriver. But
Yeah, we can put the dots together. Like we can connect the dots. We
I
got
just
it.
needed to know if it was an object
Nope,
or if
nope,
there was more to it.
Jenny
But
says
anyway.
no. So I
But
did,
Nope.
but I read that in between this so that I wasn't going right into it. But like, honestly, at the end of book 3, everybody could have bled out and died and I'd been fine. Also, there's a dog in that book and the dog just never is back on the page again. Like, I have so many thoughts.
Oh yeah.
Because there's
away.
actually a scene in this book that was in that book, and the dog is written in that scene,
But not here.
but not here. And she has a dog.
Right.
Anyway,
I wonder if she forgot about the dog in the last book.
Obviously, like the dog
Well,
has.
the dog comes
So-
late in that book, and I think it was an afterthought.
I think it was too.
I didn't
I-
read that book, so I don't know.
Yeah, but I can't binge her. I think that that's clear.
She's not bingeable.
I need 3 to 4 months between books. So her release schedule, I should read them when they release and then, wait.
So I was really struggling to get into the book. And I don't think it was because of the book. I think it's because of me. I am such a mood reader. I started a mafia book and I'm listening to another book. And I just wanted to get back to those books. So I'm like, force myself. And so I was listening and that was just taking too long because I can eyeball read faster than I can listen. Because I cannot speed up. I'm one of those weird people who can only listen at 1.0. And so then I started eyeballing reading it at like 30%, and then I cruised through it this afternoon. So
I will say it did move slower than I liked. I actually stopped about halfway through and read a Donna Fensky dirty book. I'll tell you about those later. They're very good. But I needed something more. Like it was too slow for me. And usually like with Catherine's books, like the slowness doesn't bother me, but it was too long for me.
yeah, I don't even know how long
It
it
does.
is.
I think, oh, go ahead.
She does trauma dump like very early on. I didn't
There
think
was a
that
lot of that. Yeah.
like she tells him everything like
Yeah.
2 days, 3 days in. Like, okay.
Yeah.
Which I was surprised by that because she's so closed off that like I was surprised that she trauma dumped as soon as she did.
Well, and usually in a Catherine book, wouldn't you say that it's this more quiet evolution of trauma?
Yeah.
Like everybody's trauma filled in that in
her
these her
worlds.
books. Like
Yeah.
everybody needs therapy and probably to be like on ketamine therapy or something.
Something, yeah.
Well, they could just go see grandma.
Right?
Oh my
yeah,
God, I
right?
loved Lolly.
Yeah.
Loved her. And her bedazzled like paint, like gem
Her
paintings
diamond
of like
paintings
her
of her
diamond
penises.
paintings of inappropriate things.
And in every book, it's like a highlight, hilarious moment in all of these. Because I read these all in a week. So I started.
And did the
I don't know,
binging
like-
bother you at all? Did you feel like you were like catching her rhythm? You knew what was happening next? Like,
I generally have favorites in her series. So I generally expect to maybe not like one or however many, but I really liked book one. And I will say too, this is probably tied in slightly with the nicknames on how I'm ranking these books. So I like the nickname in book one. I like Anson and Rhodes. That one started off strong. The suspense element in that one was a little too convenient for me, was the only reason it wasn't probably my favorite in the series. But book two was okay. I didn't dislike it. It just wasn't like, it wasn't like my favorite in that book. I didn't like the nickname, but it fits.
yeah.
In the third book, I hated the nickname. They use it way too much. I counted, it was 73 times.
Really?
And I was highly annoyed. Like it didn't work. It didn't
Hot shot and what else?
Well, no,
is what he calls her.
in book three, he
yeah.
calls the heroine warrior.
And she calls him hotshot.
And
So like that happens in this book too, but he
Yeah.
says it like it's 73 times, and that book is shorter than this one by like around 40 pages. It's like it was oversaturated for me. And he calls her that after he sees her changing a tire. Like
That's kind of dumb.
not to harp on that book too much, but I was really annoyed.
But
by
that
the end
was
of
the
that
book I wanted to be my favorite. I was
Yes.
so excited for that
Wait.
book. And then it just did not
I
land.
need clarification. He called her warrior because she was changing a tire?
Her own tire. Yeah.
Yes. And
Wow,
she is a warrior.
misogyny,
She's like a
party
single mom.
flunk.
She's been through some stuff. Like she is she totally like that totally fits her. Like, but not after like
Not
you
for that
initially
reason.
meet her.
Yeah, not changing a tire. That's called knowing.
It's because she
Things.
wouldn't accept any help. Like
Yeah,
he
it
was
just-
offering to help and she just kept turning him down. So he kept calling her warrior.
I mean, how dare she?
You should have hit him
Right.
with a wrench.
Right? Because you
There you
can't
go.
trust
It
people.
was just, and so I will say like that one, I was highly annoyed by that one. So I was a little trepidatious going into the book four. I was like, oh no.
But I didn't
don't
like
know.
Vicious either.
Oh, see, I like it.
I thought it fit her though.
I thought it fit her, and like especially because she pulls a knife on him. I'm like, yes, yes.
I mean,
but
she
I
does.
like those
Like
kinds
they
of
meet
nicknames
because she
I like a
pulls
nickname.
knife on him.
I just think that they overuse. I think
So
the
I
nickname
actually,
use
when
is
I was
overused.
finishing this, it's very reminiscent of Amy in her books.
A.L.
Because
Jackson.
once, A.L. Jackson, because once she gives those nicknames, the hero rarely calls the heroine by anything else.
Yeah,
And I think that's why it doesn't bug me, because like in her books, like you just know it's going to happen. But it's very reminiscent of that, where it's like once they get there, like they don't really ever call them by their first name ever again.
What did we think about the setting of Sparrow Falls? I always find it fascinating, first of all, how much death, murder, stalkers, and gunplay there is in Western Oregon. I do start to worry for the people that live in Western Oregon. Like, there's a lot of
Yeah,
people getting
well, that-
murdered up there, so be careful, friends.
I seriously saw this like in a Dateline, like the
Oh, yeah.
small town of Sparrow Falls.
Yeah, it would be like a Dateline episode.
There's a lot of murder and mayhem happening.
Yeah.
But I will say Catherine Cowles does a really great job in visualizing what the world looks like. The
Yeah.
mountains, the rocks, the trees, the cliffs. Like, she paints a very pretty picture, and it's not overly poetic.
Well, it's the way she does it though too, because like at one point, like you're reading and Link is talking about like what piece of property he wants to buy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That was
So
cool.
they're
I liked
talking
that
about
part.
like, well, this wouldn't be a good place to build because of these things, although it's very pretty. So I think that like she really like shows us without telling us, and so you can kind of immerse yourself in that environment. And I think that's why it works for her,
Yeah.
the way she writes it.
I thought that was well done. What did you think of the setting, Heather?
I like the setting. Again, like this is my first, and I haven't read Catherine in like a while. And so I knew nothing, but it sounds like a cute little place that you want to hang out, minus
Minus the
murders.
murder and mayhem.
Just the
But
murders.
like one of the things that
Just don't have a
I
beef
liked
with anybody.
is when she talked about the collective, right? The art
Yeah.
studio and like the cool backyard of the art studio and
Mhm.
where she has like the classes or whatever. Like I thought that sounded really cool. And the way
Yeah.
she talks about her truck, Wanda, and like
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
I did like that she had Wanda, and I liked that she didn't, she could have spent the trust and she was officially out of Witsack, and
Mhm.
she could have done things, and I did like that about her, that she had this sense of better than where she came from, more genuine to who she was raised by in her previous life. So I did really appreciate those pieces about her. What did you think of the family group chat? So I had a conversation with an author recently. I love the family group chats in any book.
I do
I
too.
Yeah.
love them.
Yep, me too.
Because you
And
give it,
I like they keep renaming it, and it's
Uh-huh.
hilarious.
So
Like it's so
funny.
funny.
well,
Yes.
and the nice thing about a group chat, and I know some people don't like text conversations in their books. I like it because you're kind of telling us things, but you don't have to show us these things. Like I have a little bit of understanding of the dynamics of friendship and who is kind of a little tighter with who in the sibling group, and who's going to be the oddball and all that stuff. And I really liked that.
So I think I love group chats, like always in books. I think they hit different eyeballing it versus listening.
Mhm.
Oh, that's
Oh,
fair.
yeah.
I think that really was helpful, like kind of switching back and forth in this book, especially. I didn't so much love them listening, but like reading them is way more fun.
More fun.
Well, I think it depends on the way that they're listed in the book too, like how
Yeah.
it's formatted, and like the if they have the names, or if it's like me or things like that, like how it is worded and stuff like that makes a difference
Yeah, I
too.
listened to an audio once where it was emails and they said all the replies.
Yeah.
Like
Oh,
like 10 replies and they said them all.
No,
Yeah.
thank you.
Reply.
Yeah, and
Or-
then whatever the subject was.
Yeah.
And I was like, we got it.
I'm looking on Amazon right now, and Delicate Escape, which is book 2 in the series, by the way, is 99 cents right now.
Oh,
If anyone doesn't have Kindle Unlimited right now.
it's 99 cents. So let's talk about the suspense element of this book, because that is what Catherine Cowles is kind of known for, is her romantic suspense, her murderyness.
Yeah.
So in this book, Arden is been put to foster care because her parents were murdered. It found out that her dad was taking bribes. The mob put a hit on her parents, killed her parents while she hid. All this stuff. The aunt, she had an aunt at the time that did not want to assume responsibility for her. She is enrolled into WITSEC and given to this family in Western Oregon. And so she tries to hide who she is because she is very afraid of the man that put the hit out on her family, because there's still a hit out for her. So how did we think?
Left.
What?
But she left witness protection.
She left witness protection.
But she's still using the name.
Yeah.
Yeah. So how do we feel that this suspense played out? Did you already guess who the bad guy was going to be in this book early on? When did you know?
Like chapter 4.
Yeah.
Jenny, I'm never watching movies with you. I just need to be really clear. Like,
I figured it'd be
That's
one
fair.
of two.
That's fair.
Well, the big bad one, I figured it'd be one of two. But then as the book progressed, like I knew which one it was going to be.
so Amanda, spoil it for us. Who's the big bad?
Lincoln's dad.
Lincoln's dad.
Yeah. Philip, right? Okay.
Yeah.
Philip, yes.
Yeah, he's the one who was working with her father on the bribes, and he's a prominent businessman, and he's kind of, I think, the go-between between, her dad and whoever nefarious criminal organizations he was throwing cases for and stuff like that. So it turns out that he's the one. But then you have like a secondary situation going there, and I guessed there was something up with Hannah as well. I didn't know it was going to be the whole, like, she was jealous of her, but I didn't think like the stuff that was happening in her shop and the death threats, I didn't think they were coming from the original,
No. And I
Well,
actually
she
at first thought it
oftentimes
was the art guy, David, right? That was his name?
Denver.
Right.
Denver.
I thought it was Denver at first too. But then
he was
when
too obvious. He was too creepy.
Well,
Yeah,
Yeah.
I agree.
But he was so
Yeah.
manipulative, like when he brings the journalist in. Like, I just
Yeah.
thought he would have a tie to something.
I still
Yeah.
like him, and
No.
I'm annoyed that she, like, how that wrapped up with him. Like,
Yeah.
I don't like him.
She
Yeah.
should have sliced his neck.
I mean,
Well, I'm
even
pretty sure
Benny,
she could handle it on her own, but
Yeah.
whatever.
like Benny, the little kid, was a hoot.
Oh my God.
I loved
He was
him.
adorable.
He
he
was
was-
super funny. What a great
When
side
his
character.
dad was like, we don't need to say the thoughts out loud.
Yeah, I was like, no. And then Lincoln's like, your kid's hilarious.
Yeah.
It's always funnier when it's someone else's kid.
Right.
That was true.
Right.
Sure.
Those are.
She did get me with the other art, the Farah being like
Yeah, I didn't see that one
person
coming.
I didn't see that one coming. I didn't see that part happening. So that she was like his dad hired her to infiltrate
The collective.
like the collective. So
Mhm.
that was a surprise for me. So I enjoyed
Mhm.
being surprised with that.
Yeah.
Do
Yeah,
you
I was too.
think? Do you think it made sense that his dad was the big bad?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Because there had to be like some connection with all of it. Like his dad was such a terrible person throughout the book. Like I felt
Yeah.
like if it hadn't been him, like
Yeah.
it wouldn't have been, I don't know. It wouldn't have made as much sense for me.
I liked how the book started, first of all. So it
Yeah, I like the
started
prologue.
Oh, with a
when
prologue.
she was very young, right? When all of this
Yeah,
was
she was
11.
happening.
12.
11.
And
11, sorry.
she focused so much on the shoes. And so then when Lincoln, started talking about his dad, I was like, oh, his dad's loaded.
Mhm.
Well, duh,
Yeah. Okay, did anyone have any favorite? Also, everybody gets shot in this book. Like,
They do get shot. Why does
I
everybody
told
get shot?
I told you guys Friday why these books are just
Because
meh.
everybody gets shot.
Yeah.
because she wants to know who's all gonna die. She guesses
I
who's
just-
dying in a book.
Yeah.
Nobody's
like,
dying. Everybody's just getting shot.
yeah, who's gonna get shot, kidnapped, held hostage? Like, I'm just waiting for it.
The
And then
doctors of Sparrow Falls are like experts at gunshot wounds.
Those
Clearly.
EMTs, though, like, seriously, I would be like, God, there's a call at that family.
Yep.
I'm not going.
Tapping
Right.
out.
Yeah.
Not it.
Done.
Have Arden
call
put a
mutual aid.
tampon in it.
We're getting a little history lesson as she's plugging his arm up.
Oh
Yeah.
my god.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Do anyone have a favorite scene or quote from this book?
I like when they're getting vulnerable with each other, and like I thought it was like a little, it made sense to me that she kind of trauma dumped on him, because I think she just felt that connection with him probably more than she's ever felt it before. And I think she was just getting to that point in her life where she was like ready to unburden herself. But I think it was like, I think she says sometimes you need to bleed to bloom.
Yeah.
So I think that one, I liked that line a lot.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, and that's her whole picture.
yeah.
I liked in the auction when Link bought all of it, so that douchebag didn't get anything.
Yeah. Oh, I wanted like more resolution with him. I wanted somebody to shoot.
I was disappointed in
I
that.
wanted someone
Like,
to shoot him. One of the few
He
people that
could've
didn't
got
get
shot.
shot.
I know, right?
He needed shot.
Yeah, I felt like that just kind
Why
of
didn't he get shot?
fizzled more than I wanted it to. Like
Yeah.
he was just a douchebag. Like he needed some comeuppance.
He was a decoy. He and
Yeah.
Denver were decoys
Yeah.
for
Yeah.
people
The red
to
herring.
continue to be.
Well, that's the thing. I did think he was like, I questioned my thought process and thought maybe he was it, but like since he talked to her, it couldn't have been him. But then I was like, maybe he's like changing his voice or something. I don't know.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Okay,
It
so
happens.
at the end of this book, which I did DNF at 72%, I skimmed the last 3 chapters just to know what was happened so that I could say, people got shot.
We did.
Are you hooked to read book 5? Amanda, are you hooked to read book 5?
Yes, because I've liked Trace from the beginning. Like
Yeah.
there's a lot going on like with his story, and I want to know what it is. And then I really liked Ellie in this book. So I am very invested in it. I probably won't read it right away. I have other stuff to read. I need to take a break. Probably just from this for a minute, but
Yeah.
I'm definitely gonna keep going.
What about you, Jenny? Are you hooked to read book 4, 5, book 5?
No, I'm good.
You're good. Heather, are you hooked to read book 5?
I actually am. I really like Keely, his daughter, right?
Yeah.
Like I think she's kind of cute and sassy, and I really like her. But I really like Ellie. Like I really like that she kind of was like blew up her life in New York, like prior to her dad all this.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of looking forward to it. I probably won't get to it. Like I don't even know.
And I struggle with Small Town Cop. That is something that I struggle
Yeah.
with greatly in romantic suspense. And there's always a series for Catherine that always has police in it. But I did like the character of Trace. But it will definitely be 3 to 4 months before I will be able to read this. I will not be doing it in the next couple weeks at all. And I am engaged, excited for the final book, book 6, which is Kai and Fallon together. Because I don't think Catherine's ever written a step sibling.
No, and I think that might be like part of the reason she did this whole foster adopted like blended family. Like
Well,
maybe she had that idea in her head, and like this was kind of like
Wasn't sure
she
how to do
worked
it.
all together,
yeah,
Yeah, I
I
don't
think
know.
it also made it easier for the characters to have more diverse backgrounds because they're not all coming from the same,
Yeah.
like biological family.
I
Yeah.
think you're right. Okay. So let's do thumbs up, thumbs down. Amanda, thumbs up, thumbs down.
That's a thumbs up for me. I liked it, and I also haven't read a ton of romantic suspense lately. So I think it hit those beats for me, just to kind of like just get back into it a little bit. So, and I like them both. So
Heather, thumbs up, thumbs down for Beautiful Exile.
I would give it a thumbs up. I would say power through till about 25%.
Jenny, thumbs up, thumbs down.
I'll go sideways.
Yeah.
They're just not for me. I mean, they are not bad. She has great writing style. She does excellent. They're just not for me.
Yeah, I too am going to go thumb sideways because my mistake was I should have just skipped book 3 and just read book 4 and not, but book 3 was the book I wanted, but I should have just read book 4 and gone back to book 3 when I was ready. I think the binge did me more problems than it helped for me. So I couldn't get through it, but it wasn't because I don't think it was anything because of the book. I think it was.
Yeah, and I would say you could jump in at any book you want, and you're not going to be totally lost. The gender neutral names are a little confusing if you don't know who's who.
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's fair. Is there any book that you can think of people should read or try if they really liked this series or want something in the vein of this series? I'll go real quick. I have Menahaven by Rena Morgan. I think if you like the found family aspect, if you like the romantic suspense, Rena Morgan gives you that. Nissa
Also
Catherine.
doctors with
what?
crazy abilities. Also doctors with crazy abilities.
Yeah. Nissa Catherine's Reckless series, I think it has really similar vibes. Time River, Redemption Hills by A.L. Jackson, The Timberbridge Brothers by Claudia Burgoa, the Decker series by Claudia Burgoa, and The Wilds by Kristen Proby. They all have very similar vibes to this book. Amanda, do you have any?
I had A.L. Jackson on my list too. I even think that you could with Carrie Ann Ryan, some of her books.
Oh, absolutely.
Like I think that those fall like in the same vein, especially her Montgomery series. So I think and the Wilders too. Like I think if you like these books, you would like those.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
Heather, do you have any?
No, the Wilders. I mean, if you aren't reading the Wilders,
The last
Stop
one
it.
is coming out. Are you going to be okay?
I am a few behind, so I
Okay.
probably will have to. Those are bingeable. I would say Carrie Ann Ryan.
Yes.
Bingeable.
Absolutely. Her new Cage Family series, though, so good. And you want to talk about messy step siblings, drama, hidden family, like messy. The Cage Family is really good too. Jenny, do you have any books? No. Okay, so next, I think Leah is off camera dealing with family situation. If she comes back, we'll have her catch up. But until then, it's that time, you guys, which I learned people really like the jazz hands.
Okay,
So,
we can do it.
It's that time for
It's that time.
Book of the
Uh,
Week. Book of the Week time. And apparently people would be very sad if we ever stopped our own little echo thing and got a real one.
Professional echo.
They would be sad, is what I hear. Jenny, what's your book of the week?
Confessions of a Virgin on a Dating App. That is the title, by Sydney Wilder. The female main character has endometriosis and doesn't know it and struggling. She also comes from purity culture and was at a Christian college when her then boyfriend basically tried to assault her. And yeah.
Okay, so
Ugh.
well, that sounds cheerful.
It does, doesn't it? But she does a very excellent job of addressing endometriosis, a realistic way of how it's diagnosed unfairly, and how to deal with it. So
Okay. Heather, what's your book of the week?
I have two because it's me.
Right.
I'm listening to a book and I'm reading a book. So my first is a new Mafia series. It's called The Mafia Heirs Obsession. It's by Kristen Luciani. And so it is an arranged marriage. Oh, my favorite. And the first bride like leaves. And so he marries the sister and he is like literally obsessed with this girl. And it's like this messy crime family in New York, and it's Irish and Italian mafia. It's so good. And then I'm doing an audio listen of Fire and Ice by Robin Lee. It's an romance. They're like best friends and like friends to lovers, and they're EMTs and firefighters. And Teddy Hamilton does the audio, so
Nice.
super good.
Amanda, what's your book of the week?
This book is my book of the week just because I was binging the series to get here and I didn't really get to finish anything else this week. So it's my book of the week. I liked it a lot. I was happy to get back into the Catherine Cowles series for a minute. So it was good for me. And I didn't really have time to finish anything else this week.
That's fair. Leah, what was your book of the week?
My book of the week was the new Nissa Catherine, Untouched. It is Clara and Holden's story. She is the sister of the heroes from book 1 and book 2. She had been diagnosed with cancer, and it's kind of her journey and how everybody's super, super overprotective, and it bugs her. But yeah, I really like their story. There's murder and mayhem.
My book of the week is Seeking Sam by Sarah Bale. He is a rock star that's kind of gone underground, and she is an entertainment journalist, and she has to come up with the story of her life to save her job or she's going to get fired. And so she decides to investigate Sam and why he's disappeared and canceled concerts and kind of hiding out in small town Montana. And she gets caught in a spring snowstorm and ends up at his house. He knows who she is, so no deception. I was curious how she was going to handle it, if there's going to be deception. I will say this book is kinky and sexy, and the main characters are horny AF. So,
I mean, it's Sarah Bale, so I was surprised by that.
There's lots of the sex happening. A lot. But so far, I love it. I love him. I really like her. I'm excited. I hope that we get the sisters book and all those things. So that is my book of the week. Before we go on to the next thing, over at 7:00 over on Discord, I think Jen Ellen was the only one there. I started the Last Man Standing book club pick drawing. So I have whittled it down. We are to the final 3 of book club picks. And so I'm going to pick these. The last book that I say will be our pick for our August book club. So we are not reading Empire of Temptation by Malia Finelli. And we are not reading Bourbon and Secrets by Victoria Wilder. So this is what we are reading. So
official.
You don't have to look away for that one.
Not looking. Our official book club in August is going to be Superheroes Need PR by Elizabeth Stevenson.
Yes.
So
I have that one on my Kindle. I haven't read it yet.
It's Whisper Sync, so it's audio. If you have Kindle Unlimited, it's a download and an Audible. The audiobook is included with the Kindle download, so it's read, listen. And Amanda, for 6 weeks now, has been trying to get us to read this book. So
I downloaded it like the day after she told us.
I did, and I just
it.
haven't prioritized it. So now we will for August book club. You'll find details on our website tomorrow. I am going to reach out to Elizabeth Stevens and see if she wants to come hang out with us, but I'll let you know as soon as I know. But I'm excited for us to finally get to read that. So, and I think book 2 in that series comes out like this
November.
fall. Yeah. So
Yeah, I'm really excited about that one. It's definitely one of my most anticipated for the second half of this year because it was so good. I had like I just had no idea. I just picked it up on a whim and I was like, oh my God, this book is so good.
It has an
Leah will
adorable
love
cover.
Roland.
Okay.
But he is
really?
very, yes.
He's very us.
He's very, yeah, he's very kidnappery.
Okay.
He's like, yeah.
I mean, I do like that.
I'm excited.
Amanda knows what I like.
Patreon shout out celebrating anniversaries in the Hive this month is Danielle celebrating 3 years. Maud is celebrating 2 years, and Stacy is celebrating 2 years. I thank you for being Patreon members. Thank you for supporting the podcast. We could not put this on without our amazing Patreon community. I did change the Patreon tiers. We just have one tier. It includes everything. And so I'm excited about that. I needed to kind of streamline and simplify some things in my own life. And it was just easier to move everybody to one Patreon tier. So just a quick reminder, Buzzing About Romance is completely listener supported through Patreon. This means every single swoony discussion, trope breakdown, chaotic TBR explosion is made possible by you, our amazing community. If you want to support the podcast, snag some fun perks like, actually, right now it's book club, and there are some Should You Read It review episodes behind the paywall. And we have an episode we should have been putting out, but a quick shot that we did of Left to Forever, but it hasn't been edited yet.
Oh.
Hopefully this week we'll get that done.
It'll happen eventually.
The June and July, the last swag packs should be hitting your mailbox either this weekend or throughout this coming week. I got those out in the mail Thursday, Friday. I don't know. So you should be getting those soon.
Thursdays.
And we will be back here live next Sunday at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, right on the YouTube. Thank you, everybody, for hanging out and discussing Beautiful Exile with us. Let us know what your thoughts on this book. Let us know if you plan to read book 5. You can drop us a DM, comment in our Discord, or on our post for this episode. And again, come back next Sunday, hang out. I don't even know what we're talking about next Sunday, but I'm sure it'll be great. Second gen. Oh, hopefully Lindsay will be here. Anyway, big thoughts. We all have big thoughts. Until next time, everyone.
Happy reading, everybody.
Find us on Instagram at Buzzing About Romance or on Twitter at Buzzing Romance. If you like the podcast, please leave a review. If you'd like to support us directly, join the Bookcase and Coffee Patreon and receive exclusive content only available to Patreon members. Check out bookcaseandcoffee.com for our on-the-shelf show notes.